Hey guys, Matt here. I wanted to make a video like this a long time ago, but I'm only just getting the chance. I have a rare opportunity where there's both quiet and privacy with which to record this video. So, I thought if I'm ever going to get to do it, now's the time. I don't know when I'll be able to upload this, but I'll try to do it as soon as possible. I just wanted to explain where I've been, why I've been so inactive on YouTube lately. Some of you might have gleaned some hints of the truth by watching the podcast that's run by the others. Callan, Antoine, Connor, and Evan. Connor explained that I am a trucker. He also threw in some nonsense about how I am completely unenthusiastic about Star Wars at the present time, and how I'm like Ram Koda drunk in some bar somewhere or something like that. You know, he exaggerates a little bit, but he's not entirely inaccurate. I have been incredibly busy. I am a truck driver, so I very rarely have the opportunity to get back home where I have proper sound recording capabilities and editing software and all that. So because of that, I just haven't been able to maintain a presence on YouTube at all. And more than that, I haven't been home since October. It's now December. Just to give you an idea of how long it's been since I've been home, period. So when I am home, YouTube isn't exactly number one on my list of priorities. I will try to get some other gear that I can carry out with me on the road so that I can record some of the time. But I just, for the foreseeable future, I won't be able to promise any sort of even semi-regular activity. I apologize for that. That's just the way this business works. In any case, like as you may or may not know, I have been able to, as you may have may not heard from the others, I was finally able to call into the podcast a few days ago, and that episode will drop later this week. I think it's coming on Friday. Don't quote me on that. I think it's coming on Friday. And it's also supposed to be on Jen Sorai's channel. So, a quick warning about that. All I have out here to record is my phone. And it's really only because of Reedy4 or Callan's technical know-how that I was able to be recorded during that discussion. And I also, my phone, it doesn't have the capabilities for a group chat with video. I could talk to all of them, but they couldn't see me, I couldn't see them. So, it's really just a big learning experience. We did what we could with what we had, and because of where I was when I recorded that, I sound like I'm inside of like a tin can or a dumpster or something like that. So I really do apologize for that. We'll try to do better next time. I have also been in talks with Callan to do sort of, well, a quick warning about this coming podcast. At a certain point, he and I got into a bit of a debate that was interesting, I felt, and I would have liked to have continued it, but it was such a tangential sort of aside. It was so off topic from what we were really trying to discuss, or what the group as a whole was discussing at the time, and we just kind of chewed up a little bit too much time with it, but it was a valid point of discussion, and it was a debate that I was happy to have. He as well. And so we've kind of like come up with the idea that we might try to upload discussions like that independent of the actual podcast, because at the moment he's the only way I have of being recorded, and he's happy to have the discussions, and neither of us upload nearly as often as the other members of the group. So there's that. That's all the news I can offer there. This is like the third time I've tried to record this video. I'm sorry, I keep losing my train of thought, so I can't remember if I've already talked about this during this recording. I don't think I have. Episode 7 trailer. I'm not going to do a reaction video for it, for the reasons that should now be obvious. Now that I've explained where I am and what my recording capabilities are like. I will just say, I'm excited, you know? I'm excited for it. My favorite thing, you know, I left a comment on it a few days ago when it dropped. Just the sound treatment on that was amazing. You know, you close your eyes, it sounds like Star Wars is supposed to sound. The two shots, you know, the X-Wings over the water, the Falcon back in action, you know, it looks great. my only real complaint is that lightsaber. I'm not a fan of the design. I'm just not. And, people can have their debates on the functionality of it, whether or not it's practical. I just don't like the way it looks. And I do err on the side that it looks more dangerous for the person using it. But that's not nearly enough to bring down the movie. I'm not trying to be overly negative here. I am pumped for the movie. I am excited. There's just so little I could comment on. Everybody and their mother's done a reaction video. I can't bring anything new to the table with that discussion. So, sorry to disappoint anybody who has left comments or feedback saying that they would like me to do that. Just not going to happen. And even if I could do it, I don't have much to say that nobody else has already said. So, bearing all of that in mind, that's where I've been. Sorry for the long absence. I am looking at getting alternative recording gear that I can take out on the road with me, so that I can do things like this in some sort of, with some sort of semblance of regularity. I've always been the worst person to promise on deadlines and everything like that on YouTube. Most of the time when I say something will happen on a given date, it gets pushed back indefinitely. So I do apologize for that. But I will try to be more active than I have been for the past, half a year, basically. In any case, I just wanted to say thanks for hanging in there with me. Thanks for all of those that still leave comments and feedback. Thanks for those who have, reached out and be like, hey, man, are you okay? Or, where are you? That means a lot. And I haven't forgotten about you guys. Not by any stretch of the imagination. I've just been incredibly busy. So, with all that in mind, thank you. I'll try to get this uploaded as soon as I can, and I'll talk to you guys as soon as I possibly can as well. Thank you. Bye.